What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to another Battlefield 6 gun guide. In today's episode, we're going to be diving deep into the new assault rifle that was added with Season 4. This is the EF88. And starting it off, as always, let's get into our raw power potential. And with this gun, we've got a rate of fire at 675 rounds per minute, and it's going to be a 4 to 6 shot kill to the body, depending on your ranges. Now, what that means for our time to kill potential is up close, we're killing in 267 milliseconds, which is a little bit on the slow side for an assault rifle, but not outside the realm of being at least somewhat competitive. You can get kills just fine with this gun, with that time to kill. And that same trend carries through all of the ranges where we're just killing a little bit slower than average, but not to the point where I would say it has a bad time to kill potential. As for headshots, they are not particularly effective on this gun by default. It requires 3 headshots mixed in at all ranges in order to reduce the number of shots to kill, unless you're using hollow point or synthetic. With both of those, you need 2 headshots mixed in order to reduce the number of shots to kill at all ranges. And speaking of ranges, as we can see here, we have a very standard range profile for an assault rifle in this game. Our 4-shot kill range extends out to 21.25 meters, and our 5-shot kill range will then extend out to 75 meters, and beyond that, it is going to be a 6-shot kill. So nothing really out of the ordinary here whatsoever. Next, let's take a look at our muzzle velocity, which is slightly below average for an assault rifle at 675 meters per second. Generally speaking, that's just fine within the typical assault rifle range, but just know if you are trying to stretch out your ranges a fair amount, it doesn't really excel in this department. Whereas for hipfire, it's just standard for an assault rifle in this game, and since it doesn't have a particularly fast rate of fire, I tend to avoid hipfiring with this gun unless I'm in very, very close quarter situations. And now let's take a look at recoil. And this is an area where I'd say the EF88 does pretty well. It's definitely not the most accurate assault rifle in the game, but it's not particularly hard to control this. It doesn't climb very much on you. And the spread isn't too crazy with this either, even as you continue firing the gun. So I do consider it to be quite accurate relative to many of the others. And therefore, I would call this a strength with this gun. As for handling, this Graphica was getting way too busy with all of the assault rifles stated, so I just wanted to compare it to the average here. And this is a very average gun across the board in the handling department. Same goes for our reload times and magazine capacity. And then when it comes to movement speeds, also no surprises here. It's an assault rifle. It has assault rifle level movement speeds. And then finally, let's have a look at REDSEC. And against 2 armor plates, this is going to be an 8 to 11 shot kill, depending on the range, giving us a 622 millisecond time to kill up close, which, just like we see with our multiplayer time to kill, this is a little bit worse than average, but not to the point where it's going to be killing painfully slow. It just isn't an area where this gun really excels. And so with all of that covered, we can now move into some excellent attachment combinations to try out. Just a reminder, these are just a couple examples. There are many other ways you can build it. I've had some people saying you're doing this wrong or doing that wrong, and you have to use this attachment or that attachment. I always encourage you guys to adjust these setups to better suit you and your playstyle and maybe what attachments you currently have unlocked. These are just attachment combinations that I personally like and that have worked well for me. And the first one I wanted to share with the EF88 is my versatile build. And with this one, we're using the Mini Flex Optic, the 50 milliwatt violet laser, the standard suppressor, the extended barrel, the ribbed stubby, the 30 round fast mag, and then finally hollow point. And with this combination of attachments, we're squeezing out some extra velocity there, so it allows us to handle those longer range gunfights, no problem. We've got a suppressor, so that's going to be helping so we don't self-spot ourselves, and it helps a little bit on the mini-map. The rib stubby is nice because it brings our aim down sight time back to a normal level at 250 milliseconds, combined with that extended barrel, while also helping at least a little bit with recoil, although this gun doesn't need a whole lot of help in that area anyway. And then it's going to be quite effective with headshots with those hollow point rounds on there. So this is just a nice, versatile all-arounder. You can use it in fairly close quarters engagements just fine, but I feel comfortable stretching my ranges out here and just firing in short bursts, and I can still get my kills very effectively with it. So that's just a solid all-arounder. However, for the next build I wanted to share, this one's leaning more into accuracy and longer ranges. So with this one, we're using a slightly higher zoom optic. We've got the ROM 1.75. We once again have that violet laser. This time I'm using the flash comp to help a little bit with recoil, the heavy extended barrel to help with our spread as we continue firing, while still gaining that muzzle velocity improvement. We've got the canted stubby on here for some really nice recoil control. The 36 round mag, largely because I just had a few extra points laying around, so I thought, why not? We'll go with that one. And then we're sticking with the standard ammo on this one. And with this, as you can see, it is very accurate, noticeably more accurate than the base. And I find that I can often full auto targets, even at fairly long ranges, that I would normally not feel confident going full auto in, and I'd be tap firing instead. So that can actually be really helpful at those longer ranges. And I find this one is just excellent if you are looking for that great accuracy and not having to focus on tap firing all the time. And with that, that's pretty much it. That's going to wrap it up for today's episode on the EF88. And when it comes to my overall thoughts on this gun, I personally think it's a decent, well-balanced assault rifle. It's quite easy to use. I wouldn't say it leans heavy into excelling in any particular area. It's just kind of a good all-arounder. And I have managed to find plenty of success with this gun so far. Now, of course, those are just my thoughts on the EF88, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about this gun in those comments down below. Are you guys generally enjoying it? Maybe not so much? Do you guys think it's a little too weak in some areas? Just let me know all of those thoughts down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.